Oh, whoop. Hello. Welcome. Gaming time. Specifically, Captivator gaming time. I forgot to adjust my camera before turning this on. So I have to do it now. There you go. I'm in frame. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our daily playing of good old Captivator. It's Captivator gaming time once again. Are you excited? Because I'm excited, probably. Anyway, let's see in here. We got Glacial first. Congratulations, you beat Stream Elements. It's a huge accomplishment. Rare Dino working. Did it actually work this time? I hope it did. Hey, look at that. It actually did. I went live early and so did Dino. We're trying to find a different method, though, to replace Dino. Because Dino has proven to be unreliable, to say the least. But yeah, Rare Dino working. Finally early after yesterday. Yeah, Dino pinged it like 4 hours after the stream ended. I was so confused as why everyone was telling me that I was live when I wasn't. Late. Shut up. You're not funny. 60 stream streak for Name. Congratulations. That's insane. It's also insane because it makes me realize that I've streamed 60 times in a row now, I think, which is bizarre. But I guess I didn't realize that it's been that long. Anyway, my mace is almost done at the egg hunt. Are the people just farming like the golden egg and like the trophy and stuff on alts now? Are they hoping that it'll become tradable or something? I mean, maybe they're just doing it for fun. Or maybe they're just doing it because they like the game and they want to relive the egg hunt over and over again. Hey Storm, I'm back. Yes, indeed, I am back. Good observation. Hi Storm, hello Pyro. It's a very good baby petting Stormcell you have there, Mr. Kyle. 552 times, very good. Made an account to prove Mace is a good weapon, so you gotta get a trophy. Oh, okay. So that's you, Pigeon. Okay. Pigeon and Mace in the game at the same time. Crazy. How do y'all do that thing, by the way, where you like run multiple accounts at the same time? Oh, hello. Wow, that's incredibly unfortunate for that guy. You got the Stormcell jump scare. Use Roblox browser. I mean, I use Roblox browser too. But in my experience in the past, when I would try and do something like that, it would just close out of whichever currently running Roblox instance I was on. And then start the new one. Block strap. Yeah, I don't want to have to like go through the effort or the risk, rather, of having to install third-party programs. Like I said before, I try and keep the third-party modifications that I use on like browsers and other things related to my Roblox account to a very bare minimum, as in 0. Just because, you know, call me paranoid, but I'm sure there's nothing wrong with these third-party applications, but I don't want to get my account beamed because I installed the wrong one. Oh, you use Roblox browser and Roblox in the Microsoft shop, so you did it twice. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. That sounds nicer. There's an app you just use multiple devices and you test things on multiple accounts. If I have to like actually open up 2 games, I'll just either use like my computer and my phone, or I'll use a friend. I have those. Check my suggestions, eh? Let's see what your suggestion is here. Clicking on the wrong thing. 3 new special maps, only playable on the server is like 3/4 full. 15 pieces instead of 10. I'm not going to tailor the game for any kind of server sizes outside of just full, because that's going to be the sweet spot. Not the sweet spot, that's going to be the common reality here pretty soon. Rename 3 times Captivator to make it so it's also able to be 3 times Runner. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to add 3 times Runner. Add seats to the airplane. I mean, sure. In the next icon, put some eggs in the pirate map's islands, make them collidable. I mean, we'll see. That's really far away. But yeah, next egg hunt, I probably won't just be doing it in Captivator. I mean, by that time, I should be able to do cross game data without having to worry about badges or teleport services or anything like that. Yeah, Runner is already about 3 times more likely, you're right. Because of the ratio of caps to runners. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to... It's like one of those murder games, you know? It's like if one of those murder games was like, hey, you can have this Game Pass to be 3 times more likely to be innocent. It's like, well, why do I want that? I already have winning chances to be innocent. On top of, why would I want that? Granted, being a runner in Captivator is a bit more fun than being an innocent in one of those murder games, but I mean, the point still stands. Out of 3 times AFK Game Pass, yeah, you can be 3 times more useless than normal with this epic new Game Pass. Now imagine you had to buy a Game Pass just to go on AFK mode to begin with. Imagine how scummy that would be. The settings Game Pass. Thank you for reading suggestions. Yeah, no problem. Oh, whoa, whoa. The Duck Song 4 came out? Ain't no way. After how long? Thought that was an archive relic of the ancient past. Now you're telling me there's a new one? It's insane. You told me that yesterday? Wait, what did you tell me yesterday? You told me about the Duck Song yesterday? Is that what you're saying? I have no memory of this. You're clearly off your rocker. I need to stop lagging. Anyway, never mind. It works. He did? Well, I must have just ignored you or something. Or just missed your comment. Man, I feel like... Oh, cool. I love massive lag spikes. Are you sure? When? When and where? When and where? What do you mean nothing new there? I try to read every chat message that I can, man. Sometimes I just miss some. Alright? It's just an unfortunate reality. I do my best as it is. Am I sure? Yes. Yes, I'm sure that I'll do my best. Okay. It's heresy. I need to adjust my camera again. I feel short. There we go. Hello. I am now tall. I missed your 20 stream streak. How? Scrolling back. Oh shit, you're right. I did. Congratulations to Mojo Allen for your 20 stream streak. Good job. Very good. Claps all around for you. That's the only one that I missed, though. Probably. At least that's the only one I'll admit to missing. Oh, for a second I thought the GUI was gonna be stuck on my screen like it kind of does sometimes. May's account just needs the golden egg. So you're gonna do it with Siren on her account, or what do you mean? Your camera's glitched. Just rejoin. Uh-oh. It looks like some people are having some issues with select GUI elements sticking to their screen. He discovered a controller is the only way for mobile players to use the code. I genuinely have absolutely no idea as to why mobile players can't just use the little text box there. It's nothing special. It's just a text box. But I know that mobile players are normally able to use text boxes. So I don't know what the problem is. But like I said before, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm completely ditching the entire UI for V4 anyway. I'm rebuilding the whole thing. So any kind of problems or whatever with this set of UI, it's gonna end up just getting, you know, bulldozed in the update anyway. Looking handsome today, thanks. You thought that was a fake cat because of Glacial's name tag? Nice. Your friend NR Mr. N's only egg is a gold egg. That's all he's gotten? Dang. You need to get him to get the other eggs too. Checking main chat here. It's so nice to be able to just browse Discord willingly and freely without having to worry about extreme lag. Because whenever on my old computer, when I would try and browse Discord while streaming, it would take like 5 to 6 seconds sometimes just to pull up a new text channel in Discord. And now it acts like I'm not even streaming at all. It's not only faster than it was when I wasn't streaming, because it was a little bit laggy whenever even like when I wasn't streaming on my laptop. Not only is it faster than that, but it's faster than that while I'm streaming. Am I gonna build my router next? Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. If that was something that I could do, then I would. But no, I'm going to whenever I get my own place, try and make sure that I find a place that's got fiber optic internet though. And then I'm going to run an Ethernet cord from whatever room I end up using as my office to the router so I don't have to use Wi-Fi. I've already got like a 50-foot Cat 8 Ethernet cable that I used to use. It's like one of those white flat ones, so I plan on using that. I'm just gonna run it along like the ceiling, the walls, down the doorways, over to the router, plug it in the back. Might be less laggy and good for streaming. Yeah, I mean, if possible, you always want to get like a wired connection instead of Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi it's obviously perfectly fine, but it's just not as stable though. There's too much potential for interference and stuff like that. So if you can get a wired connection, always go for that over anything else. But in my case, right now I can't do that, so that's why I need to wait until I get my own apartment first. Then I can outfit the entire place, be a nerd's paradise. I've got so many plans and stuff. I want to make like these like live counters on the wall. Like I want to reprogram some clocks to show like a live count of how many Robux I have. I just think that'd be super cool. Then I can like walk into my office and be like, ah yes, the headquarters, and see like the number go up, and it sounds fun. It's 25-second portal. Yeah, it was a fast portal. I couldn't quite believe my eyes. Do it, no balls. Move to Kansas. We got Google Fiber. Ooh. Don't tempt me. I need to live right next to an ISP that provides fiber. Because if I'm right next to the ISP themselves, then I already have like a distance advantage that I get the fiber connection to the ISP. 5 ping every game I play. Even in Chinese servers. Not really, but it would definitely help a lot. Distance does matter. Is that what money consciousness is? Constantly displaying a timer of how much money that I have? No. That's definitely not what money consciousness is, but I just think it'd be super fun. It's really just a personal project, but I want to do some kind of thing where I either have like a reprogrammed clock, or like just a spare monitor or TV displaying stuff like how much Robux I've got, how many players are in each one of my games, stuff like that. You know, any kind of like live count monitors. You know, some people will probably be like, oh no, that would make me, super stressed out and stuff. I'm like, nah. I want to feel like I'm in a command center. I want to walk into my office and feel like I'm in some kind of like ultra high-tech command center. This is something I've always wanted to do ever since I found out about this one guy using one of those reprogrammable clocks to show how many, it was like either how many YouTube subscribers or Twitch followers that he had. I saw that and I was like, man, I want to do that myself. And I've wanted to do that probably like 4 years ever since. So, obviously it doesn't make any sense to do that now since I have no real space to call my own. But once I get my own entire apartment, that'll change. I'm really excited for it. I'm going to outfit the entire place for maximum efficiency. Everything from the kitchen to the bathroom. I'm going to save so much time. Fun fact, Minecraft Java cannot run on Wi-Fi. Are you sure? That doesn't sound right, just in terms of... That sounds really pathetic on their part, and I feel like that wouldn't be true. And what do you mean by it can't run on Wi-Fi? Because I use Java Edition, and I use Wi-Fi. And it works just fine for me. I'm assuming that maybe you're talking about running a server. Is that it? You tried 20 times. It's probably something else then. It's probably not Minecraft Java Edition then. I win. Haha. Now I'm going to hide in the debris. Cooks food 2% faster. Yes, exactly. The modded microwave. He got 2 evasions. Yeah, I performed a skill check. It was a quick time event. You just didn't happen to see it. You're too slow. Sort of like how people would for the eggs during egg hunts. Does it take long? Oh, you worked on outfits for the hunt, it says. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I failed to read the message above. You only got 4 outfits so far. Yeah, I heard that they released a new hat today. Or maybe yesterday. I think it was today, though. What was it, like the Hunt Commando or something like that? For 40,000 Robux. People are upset about it. It feels like all the, you know, quote-unquote classic Roblox things that they're doing for the Hunt is kind of just trying to win brownie points. Like, apparently they're putting, like, it feels like they're just shoehorning things in just to make people like it or trying to get on people's good side. It doesn't feel very genuine, especially when it's like, you know, 40k. Making 2D clothes is still art, so it takes two. Oh, yeah, of course it's still art. I don't think anyone ever debated it's not. I mean, making shirts and pants on Roblox is just a very simple form of texturing. Mom, can we get egg hunts? We have egg hunt at home. Please, please make that into a meme about the hunt thing. I always feel like I have to like preference the word, you know, like the hunt with like Roblox hunt or that hunt thing, because calling something the hunt is just so ambiguous. It just doesn't feel specific enough. It feels like I'm going to be like, oh yes, you know, the hunt. People are going to be like, huh? Is your self-conscious alt? You wish. That hunt at home was a Roblox. Like, yeah, please make an actual meme out of that. And then spray it around, because that would be fun, really funny. You don't think about it until you actually go and do it. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, a lot of people don't really realize just how hard things are until they get down and start trying to do it themselves. That's why we see people, you know, like sports fans who sit on the couch, do absolutely nothing, and then, you know, bitch whine and moan about their teams not winning. I'm like, my guy, you couldn't clear that football field if you had 5 minutes. So how are you going to complain they can't clear it in, you know, 10 seconds? You know, it's the couch coaches. A lot of people want to think and say that they can do, you know, do this, do that, you know, talk tough and all that, but when it comes time to actually make something happen, well, they're incapable, and they're trying to make up for it by talking smack when they know they couldn't. So don't be like those people. You gotta make 4 shirts and 4 pants. There's 10 plus event items. That's like 20 textures. Well, if you're making shirts and pants for all 10 event items, then that just means 20 textures. Oh yeah. Never mind. What is someone in the coward spot? Or is he hiding behind the little door there? I'm strongly considering that in V4, because I'm going to be doing a lot of map revamps. I'm strongly considering in V4 making it to where you can't hide behind the portal frame on this map. Test my internet now. Oh, reconnection successful. Hello? Hello, hello. I'm back now? Are we still back, just like the code says? Storm is bake. Well, my player is still dead. We're still back? Okay. I'm going to assume that since y'all are saying that I'm back, that y'all can hear me again, despite the fact that I can't get a speed test running on my phone. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Captivator Gaming. I need to move. Yeah, it's not letting me reconnect to the game now. Hold on. Well, I'm definitely getting a connection, so yeah, I should be good now. Yeah, the Subway Surfers. You can't focus now. Oh no, error code 0 while trying to start Roblox. God, PC gets tanked by the internet. True. Hey, there we go. We're back. We're so back, just like the code says. Well, sorry for that brief interruption there. That seemed to be the entirety of my internet that just decided to stop working. Always love that. That's why I need to find my own home that's in the city and has Got the good old fiber internets. Because this happens too much. Yeah, let's see, where were we? What were we talking about? Chat got spammed with saying that I died, so I lost my place. You're wondering if that was just you? Stream crash, blah blah blah. Stream gone. Did they lose connection? Yes, yes he did. Storm is bake. Thank you very much. The Subway Surfers. Hello, Stormcell. Hello, Gustav. It's good to see you, Gustav. The COD PC versus the terrible router. That's a good meme. Good way to fill some meme formats. Just some meme templates. Memes in main chat. I want to see that. You can see main chat here.
Mom, can we get egg hunt?
We have the egg hunt at home. The egg hunt at home. I love that. Can I repost that in places? Would you mind? Because that would be very funny. Especially considering I did my own egg hunt. I feel like I have room to talk trash. I can repost it. Make it a GIF? Nah. You don't gotta make it a GIF. Just, did my volume get reset? Ah. I thought it did. I guess when Roblox aired to start, it just reset my settings. Very cool. Yeah, I don't need to be a GIF. I can just right-click, save it. You know, every NFT owner's worst nightmare.
No, you can't use my NFT. I own that.
Right-click, save. Repost. There's not a whole lot of runners left. At least we have devious underscore Ross. Excuse me, sorry. Blissful underscore Rossi is currently the only runner remaining. Snapchat when you use your old phone to screenshot your main phone. What? Is that how you make memes? Snapchat on your old phone. You love when you play a new game, the volume blows your headphones off your head. Seriously, why do like all the AAA games always make the volume just insanely high? Because that same thing happened to me with Helldivers, and I couldn't turn it down because I couldn't get. I guess I could have done it like in Windows settings, but like I didn't want to, right? I just wanted to do it for like, the in-game settings. Also, it was a very good backflip. I should add a front flip. But yeah, I couldn't get to the settings because it was like, no, you need a tutorial first. And so I just had to get ear raped through the tutorial. And then finally I can go and actually turn it down. And it did not help that I was in a call at the time. I had even more voices and even more noise in my ears. I was trying to turn down democracy. Yes, I was trying to turn down democracy to a managed level. Managed democracy. His beautiful PC. His rad router. It's not even like the router itself. It's more so just like the stability of the connection, you know? It's probably nothing to do with any like the close by hardware. You know, like the dish on the side of the house. It's probably nothing to do with that. It's probably more just a matter of like the ISP and a connection to the ISP. Because it is like a satellite type internet. Which I'm shocked that it works as well as it does. And it had narrator on. Yes, Gustav, it had narrator on. Like I was looking at the setting and it said narrator off, but it was telling me through the narrator that the narrator was off. I've never seen a game default to telling me that the narrator needed to be off. Clearly, it's just communist propaganda trying to keep me from spreading democracy by blowing my headphones out before I get into the game. We blame the router. Does anyone know the difference between a router and a modem? I mean, these days, most of the time, they're kind of the same thing. They used to be separate pieces of hardware. But nowadays, they're kind of just the same thing. Which is nicer. It's more simple that way. Use the router for Wi-Fi. Yes, sure. Yeah, for some reason, Helldivers puts the narrator on. But it was defaulted to off because it gave me some like, initial settings to work with, right? It defaulted to off, but it had to tell me that it was off. So it came on to tell me that it was off. Which didn't make any sense. You know, switches and hubs, but not modems. Yeah, those are nice. McDonald's has a bunch of those. 2 big old network switches that I have to deal with. Because all the stuff at McDonald's seems to just go down all the time. Mainly printers. You know, someday when I get out of there, I'm going to have PTSD over printers. Every time I see paper coming out of a machine, I'm just going to start crying. You know, the ironic part is that someday, whenever I have my own office, to, like, you know, to host like the game development stuff in, we're probably going to have an office printer, and I would bet money that little sucker's going to break.
Storm, the printer isn't working again.
I'm like, I didn't hire you to be an idiot. Fix it yourself. Hopefully I'm not the one in the office that's got the printer magic touch, because I think I deserve to retire from that after the crap that I've had to deal with at McDonald's in regards to stupid printers. Young, you accidentally turned on a Minecraft narrator? Yeah. I do that all the times. I don't know the keyboard combination for it. I'll be trying to like turn on hitboxes or something, and then I actually turn on narrator, and then I can't figure out how to turn it off, and I have to go Google it for the 30th time. I hate narrator so much. Yeah, like I know some people need it, but you know what? Wait a second. If you need a narrator, doesn't that mean that you can't see right? And if you can't see right, I think you need more than just a narrator to help you play the game. You thought you were haunted. The ice cream machine. No, thankfully I don't have to deal with the ice cream machine. That's not my problem. So when the ice cream machine goes down, it's a whole lot of I don't care. The Stormcell mob. The McJanitor? No, I'm not the McJanitor. The Stormcell mom, he hires Stormcells to not have to deal with problems. For Stormcells. Printers. I didn't hire you to be stupid, fix it yourself. You didn't hire me at all. Yeah, you're right. I need to clone myself, that's what I need to do. I need to clone myself and create an entire studio just full of me. Then we would all understand each other, we'd all get along, we'd all work towards the common goal. Can you stop? Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Please. Every time. Every time I come and stand on my little platform here, people push me off. It's getting old. But yeah, I need to create like a whole Stormcell clone army. We can just specialize in different things. If we see clones walking around, we know which technician to blame. Hey, by that time it wouldn't be a technician, it'd be a world genius if I could clone myself. People would be so pissed because if I invented cloning technology and then only just used it for game development. And I would too. They're like, you could do so much with this. I'm like, don't care. Make a cool video game. Funny. We could all live on like a big Stormcell compound. Be amazing. We'd all queue for TF2 together. I'd always have a 6 party to queue with. All collectively kick bots would be great. A Stormcell farm. Yes, exactly. It's like a villager farm in Minecraft, except you create Stormcells instead of stupid little villagers. Oh, thank you for the speed boost. I appreciate it, man. Let me just scoot across the ground here with my speed boost still. Hey, thank you for the follow, Noxa. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you here. We play Captivator here every single day. This is my 2016 game. I've been reviving it here recently and going hard on it. So one thing that I've been doing for that is streaming the heck out of it. Like I said, it's every day at 8 p.m. Central Time. So if you want to be here to play the game, well, welcome to. That's the spiel. Welcome to Stormcell community. It's Mace or nothing. Reminds me of It's a Nerf or nothing. Nerf was so goated. I don't know where Nerf's at nowadays. I assume it's still popular. I just, you know, haven't purchased a Nerf gun in a while. Or I think the biggest problem with Nerf guns is just the simple fact that there's nothing to innately do with them. Aside from just shooting your siblings. But, you know, past that, there's no real opportunity to go out and have like a sanctioned Nerf match or anything. Can you have game asset in exchange for your life? What? Nerf's been collaborating with Adopt.me. Other Roblox games. Oh, so they've fallen off. Got it. Understood. Become unconscious. Thank you very much. It's a lot of keys. Well, just don't give them out. This is a very preventable problem. Just use the EMP capture capsule to delete keys from runners. The game asset thing is referring to the Stormcell villager farm. Ah, okay. Oh, I see. Because you make villager trading halls. I think I put all my brain power into talking and I just held my A key down. I was confused why I just flew off to the side. You're going to die in 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Cool story, man. Okay, that's definitely not me. What's going on here? Okay, look at that. I'm jumping and moving out to the side. My hands are visible. What's going on? My A key is stuck down. My spacebar seems fine now, but my A key is stuck down. Oh no. It's typing in Twitch chat now, too. Oh my gosh. Okay. This hasn't happened before. 1 second. Okay, go on AFK mode. No. Okay. Alright. My A key is stuck. Look. That's all I got. My keyboard is possessed, honestly. Can I not? What's... Hello? I don't have to... Okay, 1 second. Please hold. Alright, back. Stormcell left, yeah. I abandoned you all. Ah, I'm fixed now. Very cool. Perfect. Alright. Stop giving keys. Shut up. Look at that. I'm clutching up now. I just caught 3 people back to back. Easy. Alright, we're back. My keyboard's possessed. Yeah, it is. I can now use my game again. Perfect. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I don't know what happened there. I've never seen that happen before. I unplugged the keyboard, then unplugged it back in, and it was just fine. However, that was a big pain to make that happen, just because I have no space in here, and so all of the ports were shoved up against something. So I had to, like, work my way around, trying to figure out which was which, and yeah, as if it wasn't clear already, I need to acquire an apartment of my own. I gave the whole server keys. Cry about it. Who is this man? Yeah, I've come to replace Stormcell. Stormcell clone number 2. Go out to the invisible man. I need to acquire land. Yes, you're right. I need to acquire some more Texas of my own. I need my own little slice. My own little slice of Texas. There. I can't wait to turn this off. The Stormcell slice, yeah. This is the very reason though why I can't leave collisions on. It's funny, like in, you know, among friends, but this is all it's going to be, is just captivators sabotaging each other and being dicks to each other. So that's why it has to die. We can't have nice things around here because of people like that. Grand Mac. Don't say McDonald's things around here. Don't scare me like that. You're Stormcell Mace. No, he's not. Don't listen to him. Is Pigeon just AFK or something? Did you set the Pigeon account to AFK? Has Pyro stopped being like that? No. Still immature. Like I said, that's the reason why we can't have nice things. It's because of people like that who just abuse it. Maze temporary, must exit. What do you mean, what? You know what you're doing. Being like what? Being an annoying prick, that's what. Did I gotta spell it out for you? What did I do? Let's see, you keep trying to knock people off sudden death. Sabotage them. It's not that hard to figure out. Look, I'll leave you to it. If it's that hard for you to figure out, I'll leave you to it. Don't try and make it out to be my fault. I had technical issues. You know that damn well. Be a decent human being. Now, see, that's different because Glacial was trying to. He was trying to boost Super and accidentally pushed her over the edge, like over the top of it. He was trying to help her out and he made a mistake. That's a whole lot different. Oh. Try to get knocked out there. Who's on number 1 for the leaderboard right now, actually? Did Super overtake again or no? I think she did overtake Pigeon again because Pigeon just couldn't get Captivator. You took it back? Okay. I figured you did. I think you took it, then Super took it back, then took it back again. Was that right? I think that was the way it went. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's the way it went. You took it from Super? Yeah. She stole it back. Right, yeah. Yeah, I figured that's how it went. You stole it back again. How far behind is she right now? Because I feel like she's going to steal it back again. And back to jail with me. I'm not even like trying at this point to compete with Super. See, the whole point for me to succeed with Captivator is not to be the best at Captivator, but more so just to make that Captivator successful. That's my winning condition. Y'all made an agreement. She gets first place liberations and you get first place captures. Well, the first place liberation leaderboard doesn't even exist yet. Super, how many liberations do you have again? Super and Pigeon. How many liberations do both of you have? 23,000. 23,000. 6,000. Yeah, I think that Super's definitely going to be on the top of that leaderboard. I don't think that anyone is going to be even close to Super. I'm really excited to see what the leaderboard looks like, though. Like, give it like a weekend for everyone to kind of, join the game and for the game to record their scores. That's going to be fun to look at. People too sweaty at Captivator for real. Gustav, you literally only hide in corners and then try and escape once the portal opens. You don't play the game. You play the game by not playing the game. You're going to try and get Stormcell Mace, the Glory Seeker badge? I mean, good luck. I mean, it'll probably be a whole lot easier once weekly leaderboards get released. Oh, ouch. My head. Yeah, it'll probably be a lot easier once weekly leaderboards get dropped, just because, I mean, at the point it is now, it's totally impossible for anyone to get all 49 badges just because Glory Seeker is one of them. And you'd have to grind the game for like 200 hours to even get there, which is pretty insane. So I'll probably end up changing Glory Seeker from being on a leaderboard to ending the week on a leaderboard. If that makes sense. Pyro, shut up. You're just digging your hole deeper. You gotta learn how to take correction from people. You've been playing. I saw you when you reached 50 pieces. True. Keep coping. The based Gustav comment. The based Gustav comment. How about give us Old Glory Seeker a special item? I don't know. I don't feel like it needs any kind of like compensation or like kind of like, you know, whatever else, just because it wasn't like a paid thing, but we'll see. Shut up now, man. I had technical issues, okay? Y'all all saw it. You saw the A spamming. I put it in chat, remember? Let's see, is it still up there? Probably. I just can't be able to find it. No, man. One of the many pronunciations of nah, man. I feel like it just changes per day. Gustav, you're supposed to be on my side, dang it. Now, I think I might... You know how I've been saying that I'm going to make it to where people with force fields cannot, like, get a key? I feel like it'd be, like, a little bit... I don't know, actually. Because I was thinking it could feel a little bit strange if you, like, you knock out a Captivator and you didn't get a key. Like, people won't be confused as to why and think it's, like, just not working or something. But then again, like, you get a force field when you break out of the capture capsule, so... Because I was thinking about making it to where Captivators could only give keys, like, after a cooldown period. You know? And then kind of have some kind of visual indicator on the Captivator when they can give a key again. Too simple. But that wouldn't solve the whole problem of people breaking out and instantly knocking the Captivator. You started that, Gustav? You were the patient zero of the key giver joke? And congratulations, complete for your 3-stream streak. Hydrate, yeah, of course. Do you get a force field after escaping the capsule? Yeah, you do. Feel like you know it half the time? No, you do. You just don't get a force field when you're freed from a capsule. Man, it's fun to watch people dig their own graves, isn't it? Hey, look at all the trophies that were stacked like that. Man, for a rare badge, sure doesn't feel very rare. You can't get libs as a cap. That's cap. But yeah, if he doesn't stop piping up, I was gonna mute him. I'm not gonna have anyone just bringing down the mood of the whole place. Just because they can't accept the fact that they're a dick sometimes. Gun. Oh yeah, I should say, I was working on the Captivator gun today. And I've pretty much finished it, like for the April Fool's update. I tested it, got it working and all, and let me tell you. It's kind of fun. This update is gonna be fire. Literally. This is gonna be a fun April Fool's update. Finally adding guns to the game. Can I turn off the classic thumbstick lock? Yeah, for mobile player. If you remind me after stream, I'll do it. If you remind me after stream, I'll do it. You saw it on Twitter? Yeah. The gun. I mean, that was me. That was the earliest iteration of it. I hadn't like set like the tool handle, hold C-frame thingy or anything like that. Yeah, I literally just got the gun model, put it in a tool, and then held it. And I was like, well, that's a screenshot. It looked like I was intentionally holding it. So I decided to go ahead and just use it for like promotional material. I'm trying to do more on Twitter, because I know that it's a good way to reach some people. You know, people have like their preferred social platforms. Obviously, I like Discord the most. But not everyone does. You know, not everyone is on every platform too. So it's better to go to where people are to reach them there, rather than trying to just, you know, hope that they come to whatever platform that you're on. But Twitter is AIDS. Well, yeah, of course it is. But there are people there that, you know, I could reach to, you know, for my content, my players and stuff like that. You know, for my content, for the size of my player base, I guess, because there's a very big Roblox Twitter community. So it just doesn't make any sense to not tap into that, you know. Also, it serves a very different purpose than Discord does, because obviously Discord is like the strong suit of the whole Stormcell empire, I guess. That's like that's the stronghold. The Discord server is. That's the most active, the most dedicated place for Captivator fans and for all of us. But it's also very closed off. Like, unless you join the server, stuff from the server never really makes it out of the community, you know? Which is bad for growth, but Twitter is different. Twitter, everything is viewable publicly from people who aren't in like the core community. So it's better for growth in that respect. So it's even aside from just offering your content, like offering like aspect of your community in more places than just one, it also serves different purposes in that sense, if that makes any sense. Social still needs to reach people with AIDS. Yeah, I'm trying to cure them with good Captivator. Yeah, that's the goal. That's the rhetoric. Twitch is also good for growth. Twitch is actually bad for growth. Because with the way that it sorts channels, it sorts them by like high viewers to low viewers. It seems like they've been trying to do better about that recently. But the thing is like, I'm actually not that far down on the Roblox category if you look. So Twitch is good if you already have like a big following, to keep a big following, I guess you could say. Because if you got category watchers, like people want to watch some Roblox streaming, it's not going to take them very long to find me, just because we get such a high viewer count here, comparatively to the rest of them. Because like I was looking at some metrics, and apparently like the average amount of viewers per channel in the Roblox category on Twitch is 1 viewer. So I think we're doing just fine. Like right now we're sitting pretty at 15, so. I think a lot of the Captivator growth has come from Twitch. I mean, a lot of the Captivator growth has... The streams have helped a lot. It's given the community something to kind of rally behind and rally, for. But we don't think we've really gotten many players explicitly from, the Twitch categories. Like, from people browsing the Roblox category on Twitch. It's mostly been something that people find and then kind of get integrated into the core community from there. Like most of the players that are playing the game are Lost Souls. We haven't had really many players that are just fresh out of the box new ones. Yeah, that 2.k view clip. But I mean, at the same time, I say that, but I might be underestimating just how many new people are just watching for the sake of enjoyment. Because we often have more people watching the streams than in the game. That's actually very common for it to be that way. There we go. I'm just trying to climb that. We have more people watching the streams than are in the game, so it's very common for it to be that way. So, and we've also had a bunch of randoms following that I don't recognize. So, I mean, it's very possible that I'm just becoming a streamer outside of game developer. I mean, that's fine. It's just another thing to add to the tool belt. It's not like I don't enjoy doing it. I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. You got a Pop-Tart? Very good. Ember got a Pop-Tart too. Very cool. The silent people being called out right now. Wonder how they feel. It's whatever. I don't expect anyone to chat or whatever. You can chat if you want to. It doesn't matter. They don't join the game because they fear you. Why would they fear Blissful Rossi? What kind? Man, you make me want a Pop-Tart now. That's one thing I'll have to add to like the meal roster of my own place. Because I want to try and like streamline all of my meals, right? Because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time cooking. Like my policy, which is a bad policy, I know. I don't entirely stick to it, but if it takes you longer to prepare the food than it does to eat it, then it's not worth it. Like if it takes me 20 minutes to cook something, then I'm going to chow down in like 2 minutes. I'd rather just microwave something. And I'm a fast eater too, so it really extrapolates that rule out pretty badly. I'm forgetting about leftovers. No, that's the thing too. If I do cook, I'll try and make things that I can have like the next day. And I'll try and do stuff like buy like some Tupperware containers. That's a brand, like those little plastic containers, like section off leftovers. That way the next day when I'm hungry, I can just be like, all right, it's food time. I'm just gonna open the fridge, grab a portion. That's like a little military ration. Chomp it down, perfect. Perfect size. Perfect speed, convenience. And I'm going to try and like really tailor like my whole life around just efficiency. Because like, if I'm being a solo developer who's also a streamer and also somebody who makes YouTube videos, I know I haven't been doing that very much, but I want to do it more. If I'm going to be doing all these things, I need to find ways to save time. Like there are, in my opinion, 3 like pillars of productivity. If, of course, you've already got like a clear goal and like a clear direction set in mind. But those pillars are consistency, efficiency, and effectiveness. I'm very consistent. Like I don't have my document pulled up right now, but I keep a record of how many days in a row of like I've worked on like my, my Stormcell aspirations, at least in some capacity. And it's up to like, I'll just pull it up real quick. Yeah, it's up to 341 days now that I've, worked towards this goal in a row. So I've got consistency down, but I'm trying to figure out how to become more efficient with my time. And so that includes stuff like, not wasting time sitting on the toilet like when I get home, just, checking my phone and stuff like that, because you'd be surprised how much time you can burn just scrolling through short form content. So I've been cutting out a lot of time there. It's been really nice. So I'm trying to be, I'm consistent. I show up very well, but now I'm trying to use more time for productivity, waste less time, if that makes sense. Cut out the slack, cut the fat off the meat. I'm a man of metaphors, but I'm sure it makes sense at some point. Get an air fryer, it'll change my life. I'm open to that. I don't know exactly how air fryers work or what they are. Please educate me. But if you were prompted to suggest an air fryer based on what I was talking about, then it sounds like I would be very much interested in having said air fryer. You'll post a pic in Discord? Bet. Where's air fryer pic? I do not see one. It's OG chat. No, it's not there. I guess you just hadn't posted it yet. Yeah, post a picture of the air fryer in Discord so I can know what you're talking about. Get a bomb. It'll make you blissful. Yeah, let me just Google how to make a bomb real quick. I'm sure that wouldn't put me on a list or anything. Just pay Wyatt to make me food. She already remembers everything for me. I mean, fair. I'll hire Wyatt to be my personal chef. Honestly, she'd probably be good at it. I'm a big fan of Asian food. White rice, my beloved. But hey, I still like food of my own heritage. Love me some potatoes. I have very mixed heritage. Well, not really. I mean, it's mostly just Nordic, so I claim potatoes. That's my thing. I would have boba for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert. Ah, yeah, actually, you're right. I've only had boba one time, and it did not go so well. I tried like one of those little things that float around in it, and I gagged. Boba is great. I'm sorry, I can't get behind it. Maybe I just didn't have like the right boba or something. Maybe like maybe like a boba connoisseur to like guide me to make sure I get the correct boba. But as of right now, I'm not very impressed by the prospect of boboing. A 10 times cap chance game pass would be cool. Pigeon, what? Okay, spitballing ideas here. How would you like a consumable item that makes you guaranteed to be a captivator the next time? Would that tickle your fancy? Yes. Maybe a premium type thing, so no, bad. It would be a premium type thing, like you have to fork out some sapphires, probably get like they'd probably be pretty cheap since they're like one-time consumable items, but it would be like a monetization angle, so keep that in mind. I mean, if you're willing to pay for a Game Pass, I'll be willing, assuming that you're willing to pay for that too. I'm not giving you a personal goodbye. Your sister likes boba, so you didn't have to figure it out. You just asked her to order for me. True. True. Boba looks gross. It's just like capsules of flavor. Huh. Well, I bit into one and I didn't have flavor. I'll tell you that much. As a member of the Capita community, you should love it. I don't know, does that mean I have to do everything you guys do? Dude, stop trying to project the problem onto me. I'm not angry. That sounds better. Yeah, it's the texture is the problem, I think. The taste wasn't the worst thing in the world. The taste was underwhelming, but it wasn't enough to like make up for that weird texture of the boba. Feels like sand. Yeah. It has textures. Yeah, you want untextured boba, do you? It would just be gray. Or if this is a source engine, it would be pink and purple. No, I mean purpley pink and black. Are you inhaling it? Yeah, he's doing lines of boba. He's doing lines of boba. But yeah, in terms of like that consumable item to guaranteed be Captivator on the next match, I mean, it would probably work in the sense like you spend some sapphires to buy like a whole pack of them, right? They'd probably be pretty cheap because I don't think they should be very expensive if they function like that. But yeah, maybe like I don't know how much is some sapphires. Oh, they're small now. I remember that now. Whoops. Only issue is if many people use them. 10 Captivators in one runner. I don't know. That just sounds fun to me. It's not like you could really make it last for that long. So it would just be a money pit if you wanted to like actually just shut down a whole server by doing that for any kind of extended period of time. Especially considering you had to do it for for multiple players, you know. So I feel like the paywall on that consumable guaranteed to be Captivator item, I feel like that would kind of remedy it to keep it from being any kind of long-term problem, rather than just something that's kind of funny, or maybe something that only one person uses to try and grind Captivator stats or something like that. I feel like it'd be a good useful item. I'm saying there's two types of monetization: funny and cosmetic. I mean, kind of, yeah. Funny can be a good monetization category. Yeah, sure. It just has to, not compromise the game, which technically you could say this does, but I just don't think that it would be. I can't imagine it would be that compromising. It's kind of like natural disaster survival, how like you can pay to stack up the disasters. Well, obviously they're compromising the game. No one's going to be able to survive whenever you have that many. But like at the same time, no one seems to mind, is because it feels more like a special event than it does anything else. It's short-lived, yeah, that too. Also, that would not be possible in like a Captivator ranked mode, because you wouldn't want to, unbalance the game like that for ranked. I feel like if you go AFK or turn off 3 times, it breaks. It's because the game's janky code. No, I don't think that there's anything wrong with 3 times Captivator chance. Granted, I haven't looked over it in a while, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Dang it. It's short-lived. It's just more entertaining or funny than problematic. Yeah, because I don't feel like as a casual player of Captivator, I would get upset if I hopped into a match and I saw like 30 Captivators. I would kind of just think it's funny more than anything else. But of course, if you really thought it would be a problem, you could just make it to where only a certain amount of people can, redeem that little Capti voucher, But I feel like that would be just overcomplicating it, and then taking away the opportunity to just have something funny. Yeah, like seeing 10 spies. Exactly. So yeah, in a comp match, you would never want to have 10 spies on your team. That'd be infuriating. But in casual TF2, you know, it's really funny whenever you see 10 spies roll out of the enemy spawn. Then everyone goes pyro, and it's just a grand all time. It's a little bit different, you know, in Captivator, since it's a very much different game, and you know, 10 spies is not exactly gonna shut the server down, but 10 Captivators kind of would. But I just don't think it's a problem, really. And if it does become a problem, then I can just put a limit on how many people can use it per match, you know? It's a very easily solved problem, if it even turned out to be a problem in the first place. 30 Captivators. Finally a challenge for Super Lee Roblox. Ah yes, Fuchsia Glow. Super's biggest fan, huh? The fun thing about Captivator is that it's simple, so too much complicated stuff can be bad. I mean, I think that, like, it's not necessarily fun just because it's simple. I think that, well, I don't think it's fun because it's simple, but I think that, kind of lost what I was trying to say. I think, oh, see, I remember now. I think it's just important to keep things digestible. Simple is not a term that I want to use, because simple games does not mean fun games. There are plenty of games that are very complex, but once you learn them, they're super fun. It's just that, you know, that initial learning curve not only makes it difficult for new players to get into the game, but it kind of scares them away too. So the thing is, though, no matter how complicated your game is, if you're very good at game design, and if you're good at game presentation, then you can present the game in such a way where even like the most complex games are easier to digest. And that's one thing I want to focus on a lot in V4, is just making the game present itself in such a way where it kind of makes it a whole lot easier for new players to understand. And that's why I don't want to make it to where players are limited on how many of these captive vouchers they could use theoretically. It's just because that adds like a layer of complexity, because it's like, oh, or, you know, then you have to have like some kind of like maybe UI that shows how many Captivators there can be based on server size, and then how many of the spots are already taken up. I mean, that adds layers of complexity to it that I just don't want to contend with, both from like a development perspective and primarily from a player's perspective, because I want it to be as simple and one-to-one to understand as possible. Yeah, that's the whole train of thought there. Too much complicated stuff can be bad. I mean, it can be. Like I said, it's just in terms of how you present it. 60 Captivators, slightly challenging for him. You're fine with Captivator becoming more complicated since it allows it to have more growth, especially since there's probably a legacy mode at some point. I wouldn't say there'd be a legacy mode. I just think that I leveled up. I just think that adding complexity to a game is a very slippery slope, and it's a very dangerous thing if you don't do it right. That's why I like to do things that, like, my favorite way to add more depth to the game is just adding more roads to get to the same goal. It's very much something that was inspired by Team Fortress 2. You know, obviously I'm going to use that as an example again. But in Team Fortress 2, and in Captivator now, due to like this runner weapon rework, TF2 offers you a pretty simple objective. Capture the control point. Push the cart. Be king of the hill. It's not hard to understand. But it gives you a whole lot of different ways to accomplish that. It's like, oh, do you want to try and push with Uber? Or do you want to, be a sniper and then try and destabilize the enemy team? Do you want to be a spy and zap their sentries and, you want to get rid of their teleporter at spawn because maybe the control point is a pretty good far walk away from the spawn on this certain map, so taking the teleporter would be really beneficial. How do you want to do that? You want to be a spy? You want to be a bomb scout? There's a bazillion different ways to accomplish this goal, depending on what your playstyle is. And maybe you get tired of one playstyle. Well, that's not a problem, because there's like 50 more ways that you can learn to do the same thing. It keeps the objective simple, but it allows you to be creative in the way you accomplish it. In Captivator, the objective will always be either build portal to escape or capture all runners. But all these things we're talking about, like the additions that we've been talking about adding. It's not like making it more complex. It's just giving you more ways to do that. Like the whole thing with like the bailout machine and collecting batteries is that you're already trained to collect things as a runner. It's not a very far cry from like the original goal to just collect other type of thing. It's not like you have to go and do some very different gameplay mechanic that feels foreign to what's already there. Make sense? So it kind of flows in line with Captivator very, very well, like what's already there. Complicating the means instead of the goal so the game can be understood. Yeah, it's like you don't have to understand all the means to get to that goal. Granted, some means might just happen to be better, which is just that's the whole antithesis of a meta. Baton being the best weapon, that kind of thing. But you don't have to use Baton to succeed. That might be the most, quote-unquote, effective method at getting to the goal, but it's not the one you have to use. You shouldn't be any of these. You should use Demo Knight. Exactly. You can just be funny, and then use Demo Knight, which is surprisingly effective sometimes. 50 is an understatement. 50 what? The runner's goal is collect pieces and free runners and drop off those pieces. The bailing doesn't change that goal at all. Yeah, it doesn't change that goal at all. It just shifts it a little bit. What's happening? You hear, but not actually. We're talking about game design again. So basically the whole thing, last night we were talking about this idea that I wanted to add a Captivator called a bailout machine. And how it would work is there would be this new point of interest added to every map, right? And that point of interest would be the bailout machine. And it would be something that runners could use to bail out one person who's in prison, either a random player or someone of their choosing. However, if they wanted to use that machine, they have to first find like 3 or so little batteries placed around the map. And the batteries would be found in the exact same way portal pieces would be. That thing is cool. Yeah, it's a really cool thing, and it adds more ways to accomplish the same goal. And the method by which you kind of use this alternate goal is not anything too different than what you're already used to, which is just, collecting things as a runner. So it's not very, you don't really have to learn anything new or different. It comes very naturally to what you already know. It's not like you have to go and craft a battery or some kind of like obscure game mechanic that's not already known. Ooh, I almost feel bad about that. Don't feel bad about that one, though. Don't feel bad about that one either at all. You just collected 2 pieces. Well, you got to put them in, so I don't see what the complaint is here. Talk about the bailout machine. Yeah, we're just talking about different elements of game design in general. But I was talking about this whole thing spawned, like the whole conversation spawned again, both because I'm very passionate about game design, and because we were talking about the prospect of having some kind of premium, like purchasable with Robux item called like a Capti voucher or something that basically just guaranteed that you would be able to be Captivated in the next match. Like some kind of consumable items you can buy in bulk, if that makes sense. We're talking about adding things to the game again. You have 9 more sapphires to go. Until what? Be cautious with Capti vouchers, though. What do you mean? Hydrate? Yeah. Honestly, after that yapping session, I need one. If there's ever any events that require being Captivator, you can get very pay to win very fast. So you mean any kind of like specific objectives that you had to accomplish as a Captivator? I mean, let's say for example we added like daily tasks or something like that, which I'm not entirely opposed to, and some people have asked me for it. But let's say I added daily tasks, and one of them was like capture 5 runners or something. That just means that you could more quickly accomplish that task. It doesn't mean that it's pay to win. Pay to win is only whenever you have advantages that push you closer to a victory. That's not pay to win. That's pay to be on a different team and accomplish personal objectives that you have that other people might not even have. Daily tasks, knock out Storm 10 times. Difficult? Yes, yes. Hard. Hard. Yeah, I agree. A balance out after a while, since people who use captive vouchers to complete the objectives won't need it anymore. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's just assuming that everyone had the same objective too. You know? Because daily missions would probably be randomized per player. Every time like a new day rolls over. But if it was like an event, if it was event missions where everyone in the game all had the same like mission for some reason, which I don't think there's anything that we're doing that's really like that, or anything we had planned on that's like that, then that way it could get kind of spammy that way. But even then, that's assuming that everyone would be willing to pay. I mean, the people, the percentage of people who pay for stuff in your game compared to free players is actually very, very small. Daily task, don't hide until portal opens for 5 matches. The Gustav pass. You have to accomplish Gustav activities. Here's like the Rossi egg where it requires Rossi jumping. But that has nothing to do with pay to win. That just has to do with game knowledge. The whole Rossi jumping thing. You figured out the funny and dramatic text meme? What do you mean? Yeah, the Rossi jumping is just a reward for skill. Don't you go in the pigeonhole. Don't go in the cat hole either. You monster. No, he's shimmying down in there. He's shimmying down in there. Even if I escape now. No. I'm about to be jammed in a hole with Stormcell cat. Oh. Oh, let's go. Now he's stuck in there himself. Karma. Captivator down. Did I plan on removing Rossi jumping? Yeah, in V4, Rossi jumping will die. I mean, let's just be honest. It was an unintended feature anyway. You can't upload an image to like the Discord, or like, because anyone should be able to upload images to my Discord. Yeah, I don't think it'd be a problem, Creeper. I think you're overanalyzing it at this point. I mean, it's good to overanalyze sometimes, but like, it's not pay to win. It's just pay to, like, in that specific scenario you're talking about, it's more like pay to accomplish a specific task faster. It kind of falls more into the category of pay to progress. It's more like pay to progress, which it's some can of worms, but even then, it's a very, very, very small portion of that, so I don't think it'll be a problem. Besides, it's just like a one-off idea that we had that we've now started talking about for like 30 minutes. So, it's in Discord. Are you Neo Gamer? Oh, there's the air fryer. Very cool. I'm going to rebut the air fryer now. Save me a ton of cooking time. You have this model. Keep frozen, pre-cooked food on hand. If you're not meant to cook, just pop in the air fryer. Seriously. And it's cheap. How does this work? How does this work? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I see the GIF now. You know I'm an adult. I'm getting excited over kitchen equipment. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Ember, for telling me about the air fryer. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Old, shut up. You know, the whole thing about being like an adult and stuff, though, is a very, very tricky. But if you do it correctly, it's just childhood part 2. And what I mean by that is you can screw it up, very, very much so. I'm old but I'm happy. People are just jealous. I mean, for one, in all seriousness, I'm not old at all. I'm 26. I'm not even to my 30s yet. And there are people who are living their best life in their 50s. You know, I could double my age and I still would have barely reached that point, you know? So I've got an insane amount of time left. But it's just a matter of, you know, most people who get to adulthood, you know, they lose what it means to be happy. You know, they get bogged down in a whole lot of other stuff. You know, that's why I like whenever people are like, oh, you don't miss old Roblox, you just miss being happy. I'm like, guess what, bitch? I am happy. And I still miss old Roblox. Riddle me that, genius. But yeah, it's very much, like, it's like this. Whenever you're a kid, it's like bowling with those little tubes in the gutters. You can't throw a gutter ball, but you can still strike. And when you become an adult, those little tubes get removed from the gutters. Right? You could still bowl a strike just the same. But now you have to control it on your own. You have to make it happen yourself. Life is the world's greatest sandbox. It's all a matter of what you make of it. And most people, they don't want to admit that. They want to say that's everyone else's fault in the world, but theirs for them being miserable and unhappy. You know, I see this all the time at McDonald's. McDonald's is full of miserable people, and it's interesting to walk among them and be like one of the only people who's taking responsibility for their own life and saying that, you know, my future is in my own hands. You know. I think a big part of adulthood is making people not happy. It can be really tough to make new friends. I mean, kind of, but in my experience, I've also not really had that problem. Then again, I'm very online adept, and so most of my friends are online. That doesn't really make a whole lot of difference for me. I mean, I value my online friends just as much as I do my real life friends. I mean, it means the same to me. But I mean, I can understand that it might not be that way for a lot of people, just because not everyone is, again, as online adept as I am. You know, to me, interacting with, like, you know, some of my friends while playing Helldivers is just the same, if not more fulfilling than, you know, going to have Wendy's with somebody in real life, I guess. It's not like I can't, you know, meet my online friends in real life too. I mean, I've done that as well. So you're very online antisocial compared to me. Yeah, it's understandable. I don't. It's not for everyone. Like, at the same time, people are important. So, you know, we're built to be social creatures. That's what we were created for. That's why it's so creepy, like the whole liminal spaces thing. Like, a lot of what makes liminal spaces creepy is just the very fact that most liminal spaces are places that are described that way are places like schools, you know, hospitals, you know, grocery stores, but like places that are normally very, very, very populated, but suddenly they're just not. It kind of gives you this really creepy, eerie, uneasy feeling. Is because this is normally a place that people are supposed to be in. It's a place that, you know, it's a place that represents a very core part of what being human is, you know, socializing with other humans. Yeah, it's missing that. It feels like everything's alive, but it's not. It's why the whole liminal thing is so creepy. Last round, super order liberation lasagna. You can't order captured coffee. You want to go to liminal spaces you see online, they seem chill. I mean, I guess it's not how you interpret it. I would love to explore liminal spaces. That sounds like a lot of fun. More from like an intrepid explorer's, like, thrill seeker standpoint, though. I like to kind of push. I'm a bit of a thrill seeker. I like my roller coasters, and I like my quote unquote dangerous adventures, stuff like that. I like to go to places where you're not supposed to. I don't really do that, but nor have I really done that. But I do enjoy it. My Discord is now level 2. Yo, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So before too long, we can have a spinning Stormcell logo. You're like that meme. You try to avoid talking to people, but when They get you talking, you won't stop. Yeah. I mean, again, being adulthood is when the training wheels get taken off, and then, suddenly your life is entirely yours, and it is what you make of it. It is the greatest sandbox. It is real life Minecraft. It's like a real life tycoon. You can make your own money, you can invest your money, you can purchase things, and people don't know how to use that freedom. Either that, or they don't want to admit that they do know how to use that freedom, and they just, again, would rather blame everyone else for their own problems rather than taking any kind of real effort to solve them. And so then they just drown themselves in whatever kind of malnourishing indulgence that they choose, whether that be gratuitous amounts of alcohol in some cases of people that I've met. Then you talk to them and they tell you about how miserable they are, and then you offer them some kind of solution, or make the suggestion for them to improve their lives so they won't be miserable anymore. But they won't. It's like they just want to be miserable. It's sad. So don't be like them. Especially for those of you who haven't started your adulthood yet. Bear that in mind, and never let that slope grip you. You've weirdly developed friendships and identities separate on the internet and in person because of life events, since you've had access to both at different times. Yeah, that can happen. A cool thing in the shop would be toys that you can hold in-game, like Bad Murderer 2. So kind of like the food items from the Cappy Cafe, then? Kind of like that, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It'd be kind of neat. I feel like that's not very, in terms of like different things that we could add to the game, compared to everything else that we've discussed, and all the other ideas I've come up with and everything else that's written down. It doesn't add nearly as much value, so that would probably be like a afterthought someday when I run out of ideas. The pandemic. You can hold them whenever. Could be a cosmetic update thing. Well, not really. I mean, it feels kind of lame to put time into that instead of something more interesting, like the charms, like different suits and stuff like that. I guess it'd be kind of easy. I mean, they basically do nothing. You just kind of hold them and have them, I guess. Sometimes they might do special stuff. The Inno plushie. Yeah, Matt, it would be kind of cool if you went into more depth like that. Like maybe you can get like a plushie of like a captivator plushie to hold a little pal. That could be kind of fun. But the pandemic, you moved once and you don't go to a school in your area. Yeah, the bunny suit plushie. No, never. That we've buried in history. Kind of merging our identities and friendships a little bit, though. I feel like I've come to the point now where if I ever had like a separate online and a separate real life personality, they've totally merged at this point. I act the same in real life that I do online, for the most part. I mean, I guess there's still like some lingering things from the real life that haven't been eradicated yet, but bonk. Let's see who I just free. Oh, Stormcell cat, you're kidding me. I do a little wave. Stormcell cat desperately needs the cosmetic update so that Stormcell cat can get the cat ears. Stormcell cat, how do you feel about that? Probably just gonna say meow. Meow. Captivator body pillow. See, this is why I need to make sure my merch store is curated. It would be very, very lucrative, temptingly so, to sell just a freaking like a long body pillowcase that has a captivator on it. But I will try to resist the temptation of severe profits like that, just in the name of I know what people are going to do with it. It honestly wouldn't be that bad. It wouldn't be bad at all, though, if I just made it funny. It's only a problem if you make it sexy. Do it. I want to like actually make good merch. Like I don't want to just like put a logo on a t-shirt and then, you know, put a logo on like on a baseball cap and then I see a lot of people that make merch do that, and I've always thought it was rather lame. I want to do like custom designs that are like actually specifically tailored, you know, to that thing, if that makes sense. Like some things can just be like a logo on it, sure. You gotta kind of fill that requirement because some people are gonna want that, but like I want it to be like creative. I want people to like see these things and be like, oh, that's funny, I want one, you know, instead of just like oh, I will be a walking billboard if I wear this. Don't. John, Captivator body pillow. Dano's bunny, Captivator on the pillow. No. You're not at all the same in real life. You just go non-verbal in real life. Yeah, the internet is good for introverts. The way you type informally remains the same. I started capitalizing everything I started typing in like proper, like, you know, quote unquote proper grammar. When I was a kid, and now I just do it as a default in all settings. But I started doing it when I was a kid when I first joined Roblox clans, because that was something that they encouraged, because they were all about, you know, being mature, be disciplined. Blah, 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 blah. The one part about Roblox clans that sucked is everyone's got to stick up their ass. Some of them do, at least.
This line is not straight enough. Please straighten out this training line. Kicked for not making a straight line. Kicked for using e-dance.
You know, stuff like that. I guess I just wanted to succeed within the clan, so I started using grammar, and now I just use it as a default. So that's like the deep lore as to why I like capitalize things and sometimes put a period at the end. You know, when I say using grammar, it just now occurs to me, it's pretty much, it comes down to just capitalizing the first word of my sentences. That was the entirety of my typing pattern shift, I guess. Grammar, yeah. You spelled grammar right. It would have been funnier if you didn't. Let's go. Oh, we key gaming? Oh no. Oh no. Hit me with luck again. Hit me with luck again. Aww. Your skill in Roblox clans made you a top guy, which your no my means grammatically correct or good at being a leader. I got to a pretty high rank. I don't expect anyone to be familiar with these ranks, but my full title was Honor Immortal Marshal, which is pretty good. The Honor Immortal came from being in two bonus divisions that I made my way into, and then the Marshal was just a high rank. The highest rank was Grand Admiral, then it was like Admiral, then Marshal. So I was pretty on up there. I had access to the group shout too. I was scared to use it, but I did a few times. I was able to like host my own trainings and stuff, and I did that a few times as well. So I got pretty far up there. Now I don't know anyone from the RIT days, the rat days. Kind of wish I did. There was a lot of fun stuff about Roblox clans. Roblox clans used to be kind of front and center, actually, since the biggest groups in Roblox were the clans. And whenever you used to click on the group's page on Roblox, it used to just show you like a default list of highest number groups at the top. So it gave them a whole lot of publicity. And so what ended up happening is it would just reinforce that culture even more so. But ever since Roblox changed the way that works, and well, actually not so much that, but ever since all the YouTubers joined Roblox, and they made their own groups, it really, you know, they brought their existing audiences over to Roblox from, you know, Minecraft and stuff like that, and then they flooded the groups so hard that it just choked out the clans, and then, you know, the clans with them being no longer having their method of obtaining members anymore, being on the top of those lists, you know, they slowly started to die out. So that was just the beginning of the end for clan culture on Roblox. It's still kind of, Roblox clans still kind of live in some capacity these days, but it's not nearly the same as it used to be. they've been severely knocked down. Which is kind of sad because there was a lot of things about Roblox clans that I thought was really, really fun. I think they had a lot of like potential to them that never got realized. I've actually got a project coming up. I'm hoping for 2025 I can get this going, but I've got a project coming up that I'm hoping to be able to give clans a new lease on life. So if I can make that happen, that'd be pretty cool. I'm behind on chat now. That's the point. Delay between your game. The stream is very funny. Yeah, stream delay exists. Hopefully it'll be less when I get better internet. Because definitely not my computer now. You just jumped over me. Yeah. You had 2 titles. And you're part of the High Council of the URF. Commanding officer of the aerial drop shot troopers. Grammar's pretty good. Just think it's done for informal conversations. Yeah, yeah. The group is also where your Reznov. Really? That's where your Reznov name came from. I didn't know that. I'm getting the deep innovation lore. There's cafe groups, basically clans. Those always existed. I remember a really early one that was very popular was Kestrel. I'm not sure if that still is around or not, but one thing I remember that group did is they were probably like the most popular group in the early days for being like a clothing company. And they had like volunteers that would just go and man the store. And so that you could like, actually go to like the Kestrel home store. And a real player would be manning the front counter. You can like ask them questions. They would like guide you in the store and stuff. It was actually pretty cool. I don't know if anyone really does that nowadays. I'm sure there are people that do it. I don't know if Kestrel still does it or not. They might have fallen off by now. Be kind of a stretch to think that they've survived with that kind of upkeep for that long. I feel like the visual people who would have been managing that to make it happen would probably have left or fallen off by that point, and I can't imagine someone else would pick up that legacy. Not because it's a bad legacy, just because it takes effort and management skill to do that kind of thing, and the chances that someone else that is capable to maintain that taking over is kind of low. Cafe groups. It's sad that cafe groups survive but not clans. Yeah, so basically what I'm talking about in terms of like the clothes stores that had like people running them and managing them, it was very much like the cafe groups, except that they weren't like just role play selling items. They were actually selling shirts and pants that you could use for your Roblox character. It was actually pretty cool. Cafe group trolling videos were funny. Yeah, because the quote unquote employees always try to like act professional and like get into the role play or whatever else. And then some goofy ass brother just walks up and was like, "Hey, can I get a cyanide punch?" and stuff like that. They troll the role players. It's the cycle of life, you know. Trolls and role players. It's a symbiotic relationship. One cannot exist without the other. Well, I don't know what role players get from it actually, but trolls definitely have a lot of fun with that. And I might be a little bit more on the troll side, allegedly. You're aware of Boho Salon, which apparently scammed a ton of people. Yeah, I feel like that's just gonna happen a lot these days. I feel like you're just gonna hear about that more often. I feel like you hear about people getting scammed and groomed and all that other stuff. I think you hear about it more these days than like what you used to. I didn't feel like it used to be as common. Never remember hearing about it, but now I feel like I hear about it all the time. I have a whole theory on that, but I'm not going to go into it right now, so I don't feel like going on that tangent. There's actually a game going for something that sounds kind of similar to what I was talking about, like with the Kestrel thing. It's called Robloxium Mall. You can set up your own stores, play your own clothes for Robux. See other people's stores, like a hangout game. Maybe the same people made Rate My Avatar. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these different things kind of evolved, become like their own, become kind of the same but different. Because in the old days, it was very much more, like, I guess more like single creators making their own clothes and stuff like that. But now it's probably more so like a communal thing. They died? Oh. Never mind then. The poor guy couldn't keep affording to advertise it. Well, you would think that people would just start to come there for, like, you know, high quality, you know, shopping, Roblox shopping experiences. You would think that you wouldn't have to advertise it consistently, like, once you got, like, a consistent, you know, customer base there. I don't want to say player base, it's not really a game, but like, once you get a consistent customer base of that type of thing, that people would just kind of come back and it would kind of keep itself running. Kind of like how sandbox games keep themselves running because people make their own content. Because, like, if a game like that where people could go into the game, sell their own items and set up their own stores, and the game itself is just kind of like a vessel for that, I can see that becoming kind of like Trade Hangout in the sense that it just propels itself throughout time. There's more sellers than buyers. Didn't have enough appeal for buyers. Ooh, that would do it. So there wasn't enough appeal for sellers. I might please donate that card game. Yeah. I'm not sure how to solve that problem. How would you get more buyers in a game like that? Because you have to do something that appeals to, like, the average, just regular Robloxian, right? Like, you'd have to give people a reason to go to that game instead of just the catalog. Which, I mean, yeah, if there's plenty of incentives to do that in the sense that you're getting, like, again, like a more quote-unquote personalized shopping experience from people who have their own stores there and are there to talk to you and, you know, try and sell you on the items. It's a more interactive experience. Then again, introverts probably wouldn't like that, but there's still plenty of extroverts out there to not have to worry about there not being a market for that. So I definitely think there's a market for it. It's just a matter of how do you get the word out there and how do you bring in people who are just interested in buying and not interested in selling. I mean, I think the obvious answer is just ads. Which, I mean, if people are, you know, selling things in your game, which means you get a cut off that, I can't imagine why you would ever really run out of funds to advertise. I mean, maybe it seems like just a dream operation, really. You know, people make the content for you, and you just, you know, you run it on your own. Or they run it on their own. You just kind of maintain it. Maybe it's a matter of mismanagement. That can always kill a good product. Sometimes when you see something and you're like, you know, why on earth did this not do well? It's mismanagement behind the scenes. Good recommendation system, contents and competitions, some sort of bad finding new clothes. I don't know. I feel like it's definitely possible. Maybe I should do it myself. What's my legs doing? Classic animation glitches. Huh? You did not say hi back? Oh, Casey. I thought I was getting complained about. Guess it was delete. Why is no one wearing the katana shirt? Nah, shut up, Rossi. Just delete the group. Yeah, whatever. When a game has a lot of full players and almost most of them won't have 3 times cap chance, you might get 10k captures a week. I mean, yeah, like with our small and very dedicated community, that means a higher percentage of people are going to be what are called paying players, which means there's a much higher chance for the entire server to have like increased captivator chance, which kind of levels out. Like kind of negates like the whole game pass as a whole. But with larger player bases, you're going to have a much smaller percentage of people who are spending money in the game, which means that you'll probably end up being in servers with people who don't have that game pass. So yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. You're doing that with Please Shoot. I'm not sure how that'll really work though, because I feel like it's just, it turns out to be more spammy than anything else. Like, I wouldn't want to like have prompts in my face all the time, but hey, maybe people think it's novel and funny, and then could get some sales off of it. But you know what? We'll see how it does. Posture check. My posture's actually really good right now. I'm sitting up for once, so I win. Saturated counts as the bucket you're talking about? Oh yeah, you're right. He's got that swag bucket. hacker. Yes, I hacked your brain. I knew that you were going to do it. I knew you were going to redeem posture check. And I preemptively fixed my posture. Oh yeah, when we're talking about dream items. My dream item is still the domino crown. And I know damn well this is going to take a ridiculous amount of effort and time and cash to get the domino crown. So I plan on crossing that road when I get rich. Because I need to not be able to feel extreme pain from, you know, how much does the domino crown sell for? Let's do a little bit of Roblox research here. Because I'm going to go based on the wrap. I'm not going based on the lowest selling price. Those aren't real. That's just people joking around. So, okay. So the wrap, the recent average price of the domino crown is 5.7 million Robux, right? And that number is based on how much, on average, it sells for. Granted, it doesn't sell very often, but that's how much it sells for. So that's our number. We're going to go based on that. And that being said, if I was to come across 5.7 million Robux, that's a lot. Yeah, it is. If I was to come across 5.7 mil, then it would most certainly be as a game developer. I'm not going to be buying 5.7 million Robux. But you know what? Before I calculate this, I want to see just how much it would take in real life freedom dollars at the Builders Club rate to get 5.7 million Robux. So I'm going to be generous. I'm going to round it down to 5.7 million. My calculator here. Now we're going to divide it by the highest amount of Robux that you can purchase at once, which happens to be 25,000. That means I had to buy 25,000 Robux 228 times. Now, if I was to, again, buy that with Freedom Bucks, again, at the Builders Club rate, so, you know, the premium from all of you unenlightened ones out there, that means I had to spend a grand total of $45,597.72 to purchase enough Robux to purchase the domino crown at its wrap value, wrap price. Now, again, obviously, I would not be buying Robux to get that many. I'd be getting them as a developer. So let's just say that I earned that many Robux through my games, which actually is not really that crazy to think about, 5.7 million. So let's say if I earned 5.7 million, how much money would that mean to me that I would be able to cash out? So we're going to take 5.7 mil. We're going to multiply that by 0.0035. So if you ever want to know how much Robux, like how many dollars an amount of Robux is worth through the DevX exchange program, multiply that amount of Robux by 0.0035. That's like that's the sweet number. That's the thing. So I'm multiplying 5.7 million by 0.0035. So that means that if I earned 5.7 million Robux, I would be sacrificing a paycheck of $19,000. So $19,950. So I essentially had to spend $19,000 to get the domino crown. Is it worth beating Roblox? I don't know, man. See, if I was to spend $19,000, or let's just say spend for, you know, simplicity's sake. Let's just say if I was to spend $19K for to buy the domino crown, I would have to be at a point where $19K wouldn't hurt to not have. Just take the money, yeah. But you see, there's more angles to this than just that, though. Just do it. Giving $20,000 to hurt Roblox, definitely. It wouldn't hurt them at all. In fact, it would probably help them, because then that Robux would be uncash-outable. You can't cash out Robux that come from limited sales, but so like what I was saying, I would have to be at a point where $19,000 or not getting paid $19,000 would not hurt me. So I'm talking like I'd have to have like $200,000 in my savings account before I would be like, yeah, I'll drop 19K for a childhood dream. But I want to make a very important distinction here. If I was at the point where I was earning enough Robux to have 5.7 million, and if I was at the point where I had enough money in my savings from previous, checks from Roblox, that I would have enough of my savings account that it wouldn't hurt me to not get that 19,000, I would have a whole lot bigger following. And what I can do is I could recoup some of that loss with ads from a YouTube video about it. Depending on how well that video did and at what scale I was at that point, I could not only purchase the Domino Crown, but I could even potentially make my money back on it. Just from the sheer insanity of that purchase. See what I mean here? There's opportunities. There's opportunities in everything. I should collab with Linkmon99. No, that guy's annoying. I will make one Roblox YouTuber video for this purchase. Storm. Yes, no, man. What kind of car do I have? It's a Honda Civic. Why? And don't say I could buy a new car. I don't need one. I own my car. There are no payments. It gets me from point A to point B. I don't need it. He's annoying, but it's better than losing 20K. Oh, you're wanting a new car? Wondering what to get? I mean, I can definitely recommend the Honda Civics. I mean, in my experience, like I've got the 2017 model, and my experience has been really, really good. Granted, it's my first car that I've ever owned myself, but I mean, I've driven other things, and I've known people, like my family has had other vehicles, and that Civic has been so low maintenance. It's been fantastic. I have no regrets about getting that little Civic. It's a great car. I even crashed it into a highway rail guard and it still works just fine. So it's a resilient little bugger too. 20 to Camry. It's basically the only car you've driven. Yeah, I'm sure. I want to take this a step further though. The whole Domino Crown thing. Let's say, theoretically, that I said that was a business purchase. Let's say theoretically that I said it was a business purchase, and so I wrote off my taxes along with getting ad money on it. I'm not sure if I could do that one because I wouldn't have any kind of USD paper trail for it, so I don't know if I could prove that if it got audited. But it's not out of the question. Speaking of which, there's still the, okay, I have a question for y'all. Is the, gold Clockworks headphones, are those still a thing? Is that event still going? Because I'm pretty sure that I could write that as a tax write-off, because I could say that I bought that Robux for advertising my product. The Clockworks headphones are just like a little bonus on the side for me, a little off-the-book stuff. It's still a thing. I think it's going to hurt my soul to give Roblox that much money, but I mean at the same time it's not like it's going to. Okay, here's two counterpoints to it hurting my soul, right? Roblox isn't going to notice that. I could spend $2,000 on Roblox right now and it will not affect the bottom line at all. At all. However, the Robux that I got from that purchase would mean a whole lot more to me in the long run with having advertising funds than it would, otherwise. And, of course, tax write-off. So, I mean, the return on the investment for me would be a whole lot higher than anything else. I guess that's what I'm saying. So if you just wanted to be petty and be like, I don't want to give Roblox your money, it's not like it's going to... Like, the trade-off is a whole lot more in my interest. Does it make sense? You want the golden Clockworks? It's one of the newer classic items? Yeah. You'll rewatch the video What, the one where I buy the gold domino crown? 30,000 times and not skip ads. You will 24/7 Captivator for Builders Club payouts to make my money back. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Imagine not having 12 futuristic hovering cars. Honda Odyssey minivan is the best. Okay, Mom. Oh, I tread 64 fireworks. Real. Rossi's just a cut above. We were stuck with Roblox a lot longer. I mean, it doesn't mean that you're stuck with Roblox longer. It just means you invested money into it. You want to make a game to get your money back. I mean, that's just the sunk cost fallacy. That's the definition of the sunk cost fallacy. I mean, I'm already here for the long run, so that's not something that's really important for me to consider. The sunk cost fallacy, yeah, it's one of the few things I remember from college. Not street legal minivan. Wait, what? Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. Your coworker has one. I see. But yeah, I mean, I'm in it for the long haul, so it doesn't mean a whole lot to me to do that, you know. And I'm pretty sure because by the time this year ends, I'll probably end up having been incorporated already, like made my own corporation to do the paperwork under. And even that, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can write that off like your personal taxes. I'm not entirely super familiar with it, but I mean, on top of that, I've already got a sizable amount of. Whoa! I just looked at how much Robux I had. I didn't realize it was that much. I never really pay attention to it. I've already got a very healthy stack of Robux for ads, but I mean, the thing is, my perspective on advertising and how much views each Robux gets you is a whole lot different. Because my perspective was formed, like 5 years ago, when the ad system was a whole lot less competitive. So people drop like hundreds of thousands of Robux in ads these days, from what I've heard. So I definitely can't compete with that. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not a matter of beating the other ones. It's a matter of building in my own corner and being effective with what I do have. Like you can't expect yourself to be like on the top at the very beginning. And you sunk cost fallacy without college. How much is it? How much is what? Oh yeah, yeah, the 100 Robux thing. Yeah, you get the golden Clockworks headphones if you spend $100 worth of Robux. Yeah, it's made out of virtual gold. Here's like a monetization cheat, by the way. If you want to freaking make money as a game developer, people go feral for anything that's gold. Like people go feral for anything that's gold. You put something gold on your game, spend 10 minutes making a gold texture, sells out. Golden stick, yeah, exactly, Casey. 100k golden t-shirt cannon. God. Or 20, it's 10k, sorry, not 100k. You aren't wrong. Golden egg, yeah, exactly. And don't think for a second that I'm not saving that golden Captivator suit for a very special occasion. Don't think for a second that I'm not keenly aware of that, alright? Also, I probably wouldn't make it like the entire suit, just like, different parts of it. Just so I can sell more gold cosmetics. Golden bunny ears. 500 Robux. People would buy it. People would go feral for it. I mean, people are already purchasing that stupid 40,000 Robux commando thing that Roblox dropped recently. But the golden stick for 2 Robux. 100k is the diamond shirt cannon. Who is Casey Man Sinister Cyborg? Yes, of course. Reminds you of the cartoony rainbow craze. Yeah, that too. Rainbow is kind of like the Walmart version of gold. Captivator's 10th anniversary. I mean, that's not that crazy of an idea. Gold arm for 20k. Gold helmet for $1 million. Why do gamers like gold more than diamonds? I mean, I feel like gamers just like, we like shiny things. We're just a bunch of What's that one bird that likes shiny things? Is it a pigeon? It's not a pigeon, right? What's that one bird that likes shiny stuff, or is that just all birds? I don't remember. You think it's a crow? It might be a crow. Dragon. You think it's most birds though? Yeah, I think it is. Pigeon definitely doesn't want gold stick and gold nugget. You like shiny stuff? Yeah, exactly. So I need to figure out how to like really get and like make some good shiny materials. Oh my gosh, Rossi. But imagine if there was a gold version of the Peditum helmet. Maybe like at the end of like a battle pass or something, you know? Something like that. Because I feel like if you do a gold item, it should be like both an achievement and like a high price thing. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head that's related to both achievements and high prices is battle passes. Fortnite battle pass. I just shit out my ass. Board it up my PC. Cause I need me to get that Fortnite battle pass. That song's great. One time I went to my the guy who made the music for this game. I went to go visit him in real life, several times actually, and we were at his studio messing around, and we played that song over his ultra high quality speakers. Probably the dumbest thing that's ever gone through those speakers, but it was funny stuff. There be gold in the voids. Go catch. Crows are smart. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I'm definitely. I thought about making the prize for finding the golden egg. Actually, I thought about making it like a gold variant of the bunny suit. But I was like, you know what? If I wanted to do that, I feel like that takes away opportunity for me to use it for a more meaningful thing in the future. So I didn't. Ow. That would have been sick, yeah, but like then I wouldn't be. That would be taking me the opportunity for me to do like a gold captivator suit in the future for something else. Golden suit, slow but high health. Golden bunny suit doesn't make sense. Yeah. If we already had the update where we could have like just the ears, just the like the different parts of the captivator suit, and like purchase them individually, so like each part can be like their own item, it probably would have made more sense. But as of right now, what I've had to have given it out is like an entire suit. And I didn't want to do that, so. I had to make a gold version of every suit. It's better as a cosmetic category. And it's just going to be like a special kind of... Like, for example, if it was like a gold helmet, it would be just a gold helmet, since captivator suits are getting split up into customizable categories. Like, you can purchase like just the helmet, just the legs, just the hat, stuff like that. When someone gets hit with a golden stick, they should be golden while knocked out. Yeah. Just like the pan from TF2. Free on Steam, by the way. You should play it now. Midas touch, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, if this was like later in Captivator's lifespan. Oh, sorry. Lifespan. Yeah, I probably would have been more inclined. Maybe like golden bunny ears or something. But I want to do the gold stuff right. I want it to be prestigious. I want it to be either something that you get from like a high accolade or like a high price. So golden things should either be high price or high accolade. Or both, preferably. Oh, I found a hole. Yeah. A little hole. See it right there? A little hole. Can't fit in it, though. The pirate accent reminded you? I'm pretty sure Avatar is meant to be a pirate, chaotic, crazy lunatic, depending on which era of creeper bug mini you look at. Haha, I live. You don't. I got lucky again, 2 times in a row. How much can I get? Okay, I'm out. I used all my luck. I mean, haha, don't you haha me. I need like an EMP perk so I can stun my captivator while I'm inside. Oh, I just saw red. Aw, she went for it. Hit the character, yeah. Oh, 10 o'clock. Alright, I gotta get up early for work tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be doing bonus time. Sadly, McDonald's still a thing that plagues my life. We are not to that stage yet where I can have all my time dedicated towards game development, streaming videos, and whatever else. So this could be the last match of the night, which means it's also the business. It's business time. Rip, you just got here. I'm sorry. It's good to see you, though, Siren. You vote bonus time? No, you only get to vote if you get the opportunity to vote. Also, I saw you vote no earlier now, man. You have ding break. Very cool. Yeah, Pigeon can help you get the gold egg. You definitely want to get that. You're hoping there's another time it ignores you. No, I saw it. I just chose to ignore you. So, this is the last match of the night, which means it's time for our customary business, which means that the third person tonight to send me a trade request will be on the receiving end of business, which means you basically get a random item from my inventory at a sacrifice from an item from your own inventory, if, of course, you have an item. If you don't have an item, then just, don't worry about it. If you've already, I don't know, I'll just try to say, I'm tired. I'm losing my words. I want to go work on the gun update for April Fools. You keep getting almost jump scared by what? Ah, yes, Rossi's putting some fake business in chat. But yeah, excuse me. Tonight's going to be the third person. The third person to send me a trade request when I say the word business in Roblox chat will be privy to one free scan from my inventory at a sacrifice of one of their own. Most of the time, people upgrade. I'm not gonna lie. A soul for a soul. Yeah. That's, of course, if you have a skin. If you don't have a skin, then just don't worry about it. I see people sending fake trade requests. Nerd. Stormcell business. After only I say it, you can tell by the gold text. You heard typing. You expected business. Bold of you to assume I don't pre-type it and have it on my clipboard like that. I've learned my lesson. I'm trying to minimize the amount of any kind of leeway. Minimize the amount of any kind of heads up that y'all get. So as always, the winner of tonight's business shall be revealed after this this match. Who's the nerd now? I mean, you heard me pre-typing it. That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean anything. But yeah, it's going to be the third person to have sent me a trade. So if you're the number third in my little trade queue, then congratulations, you're the winner. I like to do second and third places like that. Tonight's going to be third. I like doing that just because it gives people who are less sweaty an opportunity. It makes it a bit more random. It makes it more random, less skill. What if someone canceled? Well, then they suck. That was first. Or second. Well, by the time they send another trade, they're probably... will have already been flooded out by everyone else. But without further ado, let's go ahead and figure out who was our third person to send me a trade. So that person is Firestormbot87. Congratulations, Mr. Pigeon. I wouldn't expect that you know how this works at this point, so please go ahead and offer up your sacrificial skin. It's ridiculous that you always freaking win, even when I make it casual. With the... Yeah, you were first. Unfortunate I wasn't first tonight. Anyway, so... Without further ado, let's scroll up and down here. You get the first skin that I click on. Click once, twice, and a third time. Just make sure I do click on something, and you get Cracked Magma, if that is something that you would like to accept. I don't know why Cracked Magma is a common. I don't know why Baby Stormcell decided to make cool skins commons, but he did. Yeah, Baby Stormcell's got a few screws loose, I think. The only time you're in first, I'm sorry. Congrats, yep. Ember's a good sport. You're debating on sending your trade. You were 0, but you didn't. Rip. Well, anyway, I want to go work on some stuff. I had to go to bed earlier tonight, so I'm not going to be doing bonus time. Because sadly, I had to go to work early on Monday mornings. Like I said earlier, we're not at that point where I can replace McDonald's with Captivator. Hopefully soon. But, well, it's early for me. I'm not going to tell you. Because I know that you're gonna be like, oh, wow, it's not early at all. I could output 3 a.m. Not giving you that fodder. Exactly, yeah, I know how you work. If we can't do bonus time, just do bonus time. That's not how that works. Anyway, we play Captivator here every single day at 8 p.m. Central Time. Go for about 2 hours at the minimum. Captivator Egg Hunt is still going on. It will be going on till March 31st. So you have until then to find the rest of the eggs. Find your golden egg. Everyone's already got at least one of the eggs by now. So if you're struggling to find them, just ask around, ask the community, join the Discord. I'm sure someone there will be more than happy to help you find the eggs. Discord link is in chat. After March 31st, when the egg hunt ends, the April Fool's event will be starting, which I'm going to be adding guns to the game for a limited time. I've already started working on them today, and let me tell you, they're fun. I think I'm going to miss them after I sunset them after this event is over. But April 1st was when the April Fool's event will start. Adding guns to the game, like people have been jokingly asking me to do for many, many years now, so finally making it happen. You're going to be able to shoot down Captivators and shoot down runners too. It's going to be a good time. So there will also be limited time bullet trails available during this event, and probably a gun pet as well, just to commemorate it, so you can have a little AR following you around in true American fashion. But I think that's about everything. Yeah. V4 still work in progress. Perky update after that, cosmetic update, then ads. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you being here to play my game, come to the streams and all that. And I do believe that's it. Bye.